Hi, good day to Mr. Ng. My name is Chen Zilo and I would like to have a presentation on the topic that I have chosen for my assignment, which is forgetting and how to improve memory. Here with my agenda. The starting point will be the self-introduction of myself. Next will be the intro of the topic. Next is the background of study. And we will also bring to our main topic for today, which is causes of forgetting and also the ways to improve memory. Last part is conclusion. Self-introduction. Hi, my name is Chen Zilo. You can also call me Connie. I'm born in 1998. I'm staying at Johor Bahru, Malaysia, but I work in Singapore as a human resource executive. Nice to meet you. Introduction of the topic. Our topic is forgetting and how to improve memory. It is related to human memory, which is the mental function from brain system that store information from both internal and external stimuli. The sensory memory, it will arise from senses such as sight, sounds, and touch that making human will pay more attention. There are two types of memory. First one is short-term memory. It store duration up to 30 seconds. The second type is long-term memory. The store duration is unlimited. Here with the flowchart of the memory. We can see that the memory and the information will come from the sensory inputs of human, and it will receive the sensory memory. Next, we'll be going to the short-term memory and also the long-term memory if the short-term memory is rehearsal. Next would be the forgetting. Forgetting is the information that have been previously stored in short-term or long-term memory but also can lose or change. It might happen suddenly or gradually as long forgotten memories fade. The positive consequences of forgetting is save from unpleasant memories. However, the negative consequences can lead us miss a golden chance of result in embarrassment. Background of study. We will talk about the multi-store model of memory. It is done by Richard Atkinson and Richard Schifrin in 1968. Here with the flowchart of the multi-store model. It is also known as the model model. The model is explanation of memory in three unitary memory, including the sensory memory, short-term memory, and also the long-term memory. Working of memory can be categorized three processes, which is encoding, storage, and retrieval. Richard Atkinson and Richard Schifrin proposed that any information which detected by the sense organ will enter human sensory memory with huge amount of data from the environment. Most of the sensory information that human is not interested will decay, which is referred to the forgot in a short while. However, if some of the interesting information that captured human attention, we will think twice about the information, which is the rehearsal process. In the end, the information being promoted to short-term memory. Long-term memory store occurs due to human action, which is reflecting on a former incident or memorizing a fact by rote, which involves thinking or writing related to the information. Next will be the memory decay by Peterson and Peterson in 1959. This theory went through an experiment by Peterson to investigate the longevity of memories. It is also used to measure the periods of memory can survive before being fully forgotten without any rehearsal. During the experiments, a list of trigrams, which is the meaningless list of three letters, were given to participants to remember. Participant was asked to count down for a certain number and record the trigrams at various intervals. The trigrams were originally remembered by the participant, but after 18 seconds, record accuracy dropped to barely 10%. Here with the flowchart, trigram courage will be reduced you can see the line here, it will be reduced by the time, which is the intervals. Next, we will bring to our main topic, which is the causes of forgetting. There are three causes of forgetting. First one is the interference theory. Interference theory is the memories conflict with one another and cause disruption. There is an experiment by John G. Jenkins and Kurt Dabranch in 1922. It is also proof that memory will not only decay by time but due to the new learning and knowledge that interrelated and influence each other. There are two types of interference. First one is the proactive interference. It is related to the older learning or information that interfere present learning or information that making individual harder to learn new information. We will write the previous year down whenever we write the dates for the first and 2 months in every new year. This is the example. The second one is the retroactive interference. It can be described as the individual forget about the older learned or information due to the new learned or information. The example is when an individual transfers to a new working environment, he or she might forget the name of previous colleagues. Next would be the motivator forgetting theory. It is referred to the human conscious or unconscious to forget or block the unwanted memories. There is an experiment too by Simon Freud, Joseph Breuer, and Pierre Janet. It determined that the incest and other sexual traumas were the most likely causes of hysteria and that it was a strong emotional response to some type of acute psychological disturbance. There are two types of motivated forgetting theories, which is the unconscious age and the conscious age. Unconscious age is the psychological repression. This concept explains that humans push negative emotion and thoughts into your unconscious mind. The another one is the conscious age. Conscious age is referred to the thought suppression. It will be happen when an individual consciously try to ignore or stop thinking about the instructive thoughts that frighten us or make us uncomfortable. It is also both are involved the bad memories. Next is physical injury or trauma and illness. It is related to the damage to areas of brains that are vital for memory, such as amnesia. There are two types of amnesia. First one is anterograde amnesia and second one is retrograde amnesia. Anterograde amnesia can be described as the individual unable to remember new information but able to recall the past events or experiments. Second one is retrograde amnesia. It is the inability to recall experiences prior to an accident or traumatic events. Next will be the how to improve memory. There are also three ways. First one is memory rehearsal. Memory rehearsal refers to the mental strategy that help in memory. We will review the contents throughout time to connect the new learned information to knowledge that we already know the process. Practice makes perfect. Maintenance rehearsal. It is also a process of constantly thinking about the verbalizing a piece of knowledge, which is known as the maintenance rehearsal. But with the maintenance rehearsal, the memory usually can last for 20 seconds and extend to 30 seconds. For instance, you are a receptionist and pick up the calls from your clients. During the moment you try to note down and repeat the mobile number over the phone, this action we can call maintenance rehearsal. The second one is elaborative rehearsal. It is a consideration of the meaning of the term that could be memorized rather than just repeatedly saying to yourself. Example of elaborative rehearsal is when we require to remember the name of emperor during Qing dynasty. We must think and figure out the history of the dynasty. second one is mnemonics. It is a technique to recall information by capturing it in a memorable way. There are some examples such as visual mnemonics, sound mnemonics, rhyming mnemonics, spelling mnemonics, and words. The example of the song mnemonics is alphabet song. The second one is the spelling mnemonics. Third base is the expressive writing and saying words aloud. It is also a technique to recall information by capturing in a memorable way. Writing. There is an experiment from Masao Yogo and Suji Fujihara in 2008. The participants were given the options of writing on the various subjects, their either future self or a painful experience. After 5 weeks, the researchers discovered that this straightforward writing exercise improves short-term memory capacities, but only for those who wrote about the painful situation. Second one is the reading. Try to read a portion of challenging information aloud. For example, the worker from the coffee store always speak louder for their clients in order to his clients' orders and deliver the message to the receptionist. People will be easily to remember the words that we speak louder. Conclusion. Memory processes are more complicated than what I am expected after I study the whole assignment. Forgetting is an unavoidable phenomenon for humans, and this phenomenon results by causes including interference theory, motivated forgetting theory, and physical injury or trauma and illness. Ways to improve memory, such as memory rehearsal, mnemonics, expressive writing, and saying words aloud. From my own view, future model of research could be touched on the topic of influences of information technology on human memory. This is because the technology might extend human connection, that is, memory may be stored outside of a brain. I think this is a point that we can investigate. Last but not least, I would like to add in one quote is regarding to the memory, nothing is ever really lost to us as long as we remember it. It is by L.M. Montgomery. Thank you. Thanks for today.